Let's get into the nitty and gritty here as we get into our.
Before we get into it, can we actually talk about this match without you two arguing about whether or not Lewis is going to get a point for the result or not? Can we just talk about the match?
Go ahead.
Because we get into that, we're going to be going like another half an hour. I can already tell.
I just don't like the people who book correctly are not giving the credit that they are given. So that's all I'm going to say.
I'm just saying you didn't book correctly. That's all I'm saying.
But I did.
Just saying.
But I
didn't
did
book correctly. I'm just saying.
The tape says it all.
I'm just gonna put. I don't know if they can see it here. What's that? Bianca Bel Air defeated Auska and Charlotte Flair. 20 minutes 45 seconds for the WWE Women's Championship.
And then
what's the match after that?
Who left as a champ after?
Really, bro. We're going to Wikipedia now. That's what we're doing now.
Yeah.
You do realize I can go on my phone, go on Wikipedia and change those results right now, right? You do realize I can do
news. Fake news.
As of August 9th,
source Wikipedia.
As of August 9th, 10:29 p.m. That's what it says there. We all saw it. It's right there. It's a separate match. We didn't know this match was even going to be on the card. We didn't know. So,
but I knew. That's why I said it was going to happen.
Okay. I have a question I need to ask actually.
Wait a minute. Go ahead, bro.
Okay. Based upon the booking of Bianca Bel Air in this match, because I saw a lot of comments afterwards, and the funniest one I saw was, is she Bianca Belair or is she Bianca Cena now? With the way she's booked, because they protect the hell out of her now, for her to get injured during the match, get the roll up, still be injured, and then lose lose the title. I mean, this is the second SummerSlam in 3 years where she's lost the title in controversial circumstances. So it's all.
I hated that one so bad.
Yeah,
I hated that one.
Yeah. So do you guys think that Bianca Bel Air has gotten to a point now where it's almost like we kind of need a heel turn from her because she's such a her babyface character now has gotten to a point where it's like superhero status.
She just needs to join the Street Profits and just be heels with them, please. That's all I want.
I think that's all what we want. And I think, as you said, I think I saw an interview where she said that she always wanted to be a face, and then even the thoughts of turning heel, she was like John Cena didn't turn heel and stuff like that. And I'm just like, in order for your character to be bigger than what it is, you need to turn heel. Like it's not going to survive you being a baby face. It's not going to survive. It's just not going to survive. I mean, unless they're going to try to get chairs for Charlotte at some point, they're not you need to turn heel. And I think it needs to happen. As far as protection wise, speaking on the match here, I thought it was a solid match. I felt like there was a couple missteps there, just especially in multi-person matches. You're trying to get your feel. Everyone's trying to get their spots in. Everybody's trying to remember things. First of all, I just want to say this. Charlotte Flair, do not do the moonsault outside the ring ever again. Just don't do it outside the ring. You miss by a foot every time. I don't know whose fault it is. I don't know if it's the people underneath you trying to catch you, or you just missing by a mile. In that case, I don't know.
No, because the moonsault itself was so impressive that I'm blaming the people underneath. Because realistically, y'all are brawling. When y'all supposed to be catching her. All right. Y'all supposed to be catching her. Sometimes she'll look and see where they are, and then they'll move a step back while they're brawling each other, and then she misses. So that's on the people that are supposed to catch her. That's not.
She's hard boned and they don't want to catch her.
I also will blame probably the camera people who caught that angle of her literally just going right over everybody. It's if you would have caught her right as her landing, it probably wouldn't have looked as bad.
Fuck you, Kevin Dunn.
Yeah, they were they caught every they had so much space where there was no choice but to see it. But I do like the psychology of Bianca getting hurt, and then of course we were in the chat sitting there going, "Oh, is she legitimately hurt or whatever the case may be?" And I just instantly went, "There was no X," so that was my sign. Like this is the way that they're gonna. Like a cash-in's going to happen at some point. That's what I'm thinking. I'm just like, there's a cash-in that's going to happen.
So I
thought she was going to be out the match and then come back in and then get pinned or whatever.
My thing was
go ahead.
because medical came out so fast. That's why I thought it was a legit injury, because I've never seen medical come out that fast. And I was like, damn. I was like, oh, and she was like screaming. I know, but the way she like
that's the indicator.
Hey, kudos to her for like giving like some banshee scream where she was like, and I was like, oh shit, she might actually be hurt, because they just kind of.
I'll say this: the scream was better than when she got. That scream was better than when she got sprayed in the eyes by Auska the first time. That scream was believable. This scream at SummerSlam was believable. So
I still love Asuka in the Mist and how she just finds other ways to use it. And I don't know, like the fact that she had her in the figure 8 and really like right there, I was like, that was a good setup. But yeah, this match was great.
I think that's a good way to do it. I didn't like. Go ahead.
This match was. I think at some points it was a little, I don't know, pacing wise. I think that whole angle, I don't know, the whole like you don't know if it's real or not, and then it literally, as you guys said in the chat, it was like, oh, no X, look, she's probably gonna come back, and then boom, she came back. We're like, well, I guess now we know what's happening.
Then hit a 450.
Yeah. I think the one thing about this match that could have been not could have been better, but I just think the overall atmosphere of the crowd kind of like brought that match down.
It was up and down.
Like, it was bad. It was like it was almost like the crowd was waiting for the finish, and I'm just like, yo, look who's in front of you right now. These are the 3 of the top women in the division right now that you're seeing. I mean, this isn't no Dana Brooke against Piper Niven or something. These are the top 3. These are as good as it gets. So
I have an answer.
Yeah.
I have an answer for that.
What's the
They're
answer?
Detroit Lions fans. They're Detroit Lions fans. They're not used to seeing greatness.
Yeah. Just as a side note, though, they are on the up and up this year, though. Just
Lions fans. Supposedly,
yeah, they're on the up and up this year.
Did sell out. I think they sold out their season tickets there.
Yeah, just the crowd took the match down a bit, and you could tell like what some like certain like finishes, and I mean not finishes, but some sort of the false finishes that like the crowd just wasn't into it, and you could tell they were trying. And then Iyo, and then you kind of got the best of the crowd once Iyo came down, obviously. But I really do think that the crowd kind of definitely impacted the match. And once again, Charlotte's protected because she wasn't pinned. So you know what that means?
At all.
Yeah, but yeah, Auska got.
But pinned. I did to speak on. Which I did not like at all. But to speak on the cash-in, Bailey and Iyo rushed the ring like a hellfire and brimstone. They take out Charlotte. They take out Auska with the briefcase, and then she goes in and she gives the briefcase to the ref. They take it. Of course, she hits the knee of Bianca Belair, takes her out, and I'm just sitting there, and I'm like, if Bianca's going to have a legitimate heel turn, they added to it. And I hope they touch into it on SmackDown coming up.
But she wasn't ready,
because usually when these cash-ins happen, the referee comes in and asks, "Are you ready?"
I was just
this is a cash-in. This is a match. Are you ready? And
I thought she did though.
No, she didn't. No,
she didn't. She got knocked out.
She was knocked. She was knocked out. Iyo was on the top rope when they were making the announcement that she was cashing in. When they made the announcement, Iyo was on the top rope waiting for the ring to go.
Yeah.
So that was my problem with that, because usually when they do that, they begrudgingly the champion says, "Yeah, I'm ready,"
Mhm.
and then they get plastered. She didn't get a chance to get up. Nothing.
So
if
is that a
they're gonna
thing though?
have, if she's gonna have some type of,
No, go
if
ahead.
you watch every cash in, that's what they do. The referee goes to them and say, "Are you ready?"
No.
Begrudgingly, like, "Are you ready?"
That's what I'm saying. Is it? So I do know that, but does that mean the champ, whoever is getting cashed in, could easily just be like, "No, I'm out of here," and then just fucking leave?
No, that's what I never understood. That's why when I was in there when she won the match, I was sitting there saying, "Run, get out of there, run," because it's gonna, the way the injury is set up, and most of the times when they do the cash in, it's usually an injury. The person just went through a crazy match. That's usually when the cash ins happen. So when the injury play happened, I was like, I know what that's gonna happen. And before we got 45 seconds in, Iyo was coming down the ramp ready to cash in. So that was one of the things that was sitting there on the cash in, like, yo, this, like, if she has any legitimate gripe, it's that. It's that. So hopefully they touch into that at some point, because I thought that was too noticeable. I thought that was too noticeable.
Yeah, they definitely are. I mean, like social media says, she's Bianca Cena now, so why would they not, right? I mean, you got to find out why. Why would she? I mean,
Dusty, was that the dusty finish we were looking for? The dusty finish?
oh yeah,
You're not the champion, actually. And that adds to Bianca's heel turn. That would be dope. I would like that. That's some crazy booking, right? But yeah, we can get into our next match of the night. A theatrical performance between Seth Rollins and Finn Balor. Of course, Finn Balor coming out with 7 tatted on his